I-9 compliance and ICE raids. In 1986, President Reagan was encouraged to support the Immigration Reform and Control Act, IRCA. Part of the package was enhanced protection against ethnic discrimination, the introduction of the I-9 pre-employment form, and the requirement that employers only employ people here legally, and the big one, the amnesty that granted as many as 3 million people, mostly Hispanic, their citizenship. Reagan reluctantly agreed to this bill with the understanding that there would never be another amnesty like it. Of course, it was a Democrat calm job in many measures. Virtually everyone who's ever been employed in a legitimate job since IRCA passed has been required to sign an I-9 form and in most cases present a valid driver's license and their social security card. Smart employers make copies of the supporting documentation just in case of an audit. There have been some updates to the I-9 form since different ID verification documents can be used other than the two I just mentioned. From time to time, up until about the year 2000, there were routine visits by Federal Wage Hour Division folks where the I-9 forms had to be produced. Starting around the year 2000, audits seemed to have been relaxed, and in turn, compliance in some industries became much less. From time to time, there were industry raids by federal agents, but these were not frequent. The best that I can tell is that the trigger was an employer had a large number of employees where the social security numbers did not match the records that the feds had for that number. During the Biden-Harris years, such enforcement actions were rare, if ever. With the arrival of the second Trump presidency, things have changed dramatically. The highest profile cases have been raids of factories, with one of the most widely reported, a meat processing plant, Glen Valley Foods in South Omaha, Nebraska. A reported 63 people were taken into custody by ICE, which stands for Immigration and Customs Enforcement. I highlight the Omaha case since the company defended its hiring practices by explaining that they supported their I-9 compliance by verifying applicants with the federal government's E-Verify program. This is available only to employers to verify the legitimacy of the employee's paperwork, but is often recommended as an extra step for employers that want to be fully in compliance with immigration rules for hiring. The problem is that, as a spokesperson for ICE who was defending the raid said, E-Verify has a lot of flaws. So even if an employer uses it, they still need to carefully monitor and review each person hired. This is just crazy, folks. I sure hope that the feds under the current administration will clean this up, and now employers should be able to rely on the E-Verify system. In the meantime, janitorial services, hotels, clubs, and resorts, meat packing, and large restaurants and restaurant chains should be reviewing all their current employee records for possible issues before a potential ICE raid. For all employers, be sure to use the current I-9 form available online, and importantly, make copies of the ID documents that the new employee produces and keep them with the I-9 form. This is Dr. David D. Schein. Thanks for joining me for this special edition of Saving America. Remember, a new Saving America show is aired on the Brushwood Media Network every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Listen on any of the 16 network stations, Apple or Google mobile app, Apple CarPlay, TuneIn, Smart Speaker, and all smart TVs. Find more information at the brushwoodmedianetwork.com. Please be sure to join us each week. We welcome and love your feedback from our growing audience.